Hi everyone, my name is Tanya Archuleta and I am making this campaign video for the Fort McDermitt Paiute Shoshone Tribal Elections 2023. I wanted to share a little bit about myself with you guys. A couple years ago I did run for tribal council and I was one vote away from the tiebreaker, so that was pretty exciting. Even though I didn't get in, I did submit my name to be appointed in case there was ever a vacant seat, such as a removal or someone resigning. And in February of 2023 of this year, I did eventually get appointed to sit on a vacant seat with the Fort McDermitt Tribal Council. And so since then, I've been serving, and it's my first time sitting as a tribal councilman, so I had so much learning to do. I think what really helped me understand about tribal council government business is before the appointment of me serving on the council, for about 7 months, I was able to sit at the tribal council meetings to see what business they're doing, the agendas that they have, just to see what's going on. Just like everyone else, I always wanted to see what kind of business is going on, what kind of assistance is available, things like that. And so that, like I said, that actually really helped me kind of hop along the wagon with the council that's serving this year. And a little backstory about myself, my work history. I've been a cashier. My line of work began with early childhood development. I did take Great Basin college classes for early childhood development. I worked in ITC and Head Start as a teacher aide for many years. Well, not many as others, but enough to learn a lot. And as a cashier, I learned a lot. I just gained so much customer service skills doing that. And I also served as a hotel clerk as well. So with all the skills that I was able to build, I was able to learn how to maintain a healthy work environment, working with others, coming up with solutions for any problems that may have occurred, or just things like that. And also I was, because I was so new to Head Start and new to being a cashier, I was also very open to learning new things. So that's why I was really excited to be ready to learn about tribal council business. And so that's a little backstory about myself with my work history, skills that I have. And let's see. I hope I can get votes in for me for this election, because I really believe that I have brought a lot of, I guess the best way to say it is I've brought a different way of working and business thinking. The working part, I've been able to learn how to read all of the packets and understand them. It took a lot of reaching out to other councilmen, even other tribes with their chairmen and their councilmen. A lot of comparing, contrasting, comparing our tribe to other tribes. But my main focus was always the Fort McDermitt tribe. And also for business thinking, I learned about conducting a business from beginning of what the business is, what can it bring, will it be successful, what can it take for it to not be a failure, or if it could fail, what could we do to prevent that? And at the end of the day of any business or proposals, or even budgets presented from the departments of the tribal administration, it all came down to understanding policies. So there's a lot of policies within the tribal administration for the Fort McDermitt tribe. And it took a lot of studying on my own time to be able to do that. Not only for policies, but There's also the Constitution and bylaws, the Law and Order Code, and I think we all know that those need updating. We definitely need those. I mean, it's been years since those have been able to work in favor of our tribal members. And so that's one of the biggest things that I want to continue um, looking into. What my biggest goal is to get a see like I said about earlier about conducting or establishing a kind of a business thinking. So in order for us to update our law and order code and the Constitution and even employee policies, we got to have the right persons who know how to do that. Unfortunately, I don't, the language of how to make things coincide with one another, that is the key to make things work. And the persons who can do that is a tribal government firm or a tribal government advisor. And so since then, I've been reaching out, reading, looking to see who could help us. And thankfully the council, we've all agreed on that, and these things take time. Unfortunately, there's a procurement that needs to be followed, which I learned as well. We got to find 3 of them, get a proposal to them, have them send it back, then we pick from one of them. Sometimes these things can take time, and I also now understand that any amending of any of these could take a while. But getting our foot in the door and starting this discussion and then starting the process, that is the key, and that's what I hope to see happen. And that's what I'm going to push for all of our sake. And let's see what else. I've actually been able to have the opportunity to take trips to meet these federal funded people. For example, the Department of Interior, I was able to take back in March a trip out to Washington, D.C. to meet them. And what I took from them is they had established, I believe in 2020, an order number 3408 or 3404, I'm not sure at this moment, but it states in there that any business that happens that could affect any tribe, regardless if it's on public, federal, or reservation land or tribal land, that these businesses need to work with these tribes. And this is something that I definitely want to push because of all the mining that is already established, that is being established, where co-management or co-stewardship needs to be established with a yearly report. This is a federal order that needs to be followed, and I intend to make sure that that is followed. And let's see, I was also able to get acquainted with Senator Catherine Masto Cortez, and she has been very inspiring to me, being a female senator as well as a bipartisan as well. And she was able to even come out to the Fort McDermitt tribe as she did her tour in Nevada. And she's very proud of being born and raised in Nevada, just like myself. So from discussions with her, reading up on things that she's talking about, helping veterans and all these things, those are things that I like to see what our tribe can do and us as a council can do. This discussion that had happened with this senator, this created a beginning of a communication transparency that I've always wanted to see for Native people. It's not every day that you get to see any politician talk to these tribal governments, and this is happening. The state legislator, they passed several bills just recently that have been in the works for who knows how long. And so right now we are in a wonderful transition of being able to talk to these tribal people and let them know what we need, what we want. And the key to these things is what advice that I had gotten to from other tribal leaders and others that I've spoken with knowledge about any politician. We have to know what we want, and then we have to tell them what we want. And so gaining that confidence and the knowledge as a tribal government, I believe that I can contribute to that. I can contribute to communication with these people, because I believe that I have a lot of public relations skills. If anything, back in high school, I actually considered going to school to be a public representative. But, you know, life happened and I went a different direction. But now I believe that this whole public relation skills that I have established, and also coinciding with my personality, I'm a people person, I'm very social. I'm friendly, I feel like I'm pretty nice, and I'm really easy to talk to, and I like to help people. And I believe that this can also contribute to serving on the Fort McDermitt Tribal Council as well. One of the biggest things that I noticed that I have done while serving on Tribal Council is I was able to do the newsletter. Um, it's very basic. It has a lot of dates for the month that I believe that everyone should know about. Sometimes dates change, you know, things like that. But, you know, believe me, a lot of people don't have Facebook, and I understand. I know I have a lot of close family and friends that don't have Facebook either. So I print them out, I hand them out to anyone, leave a stack here and there. I put it at the post office too. Everyone goes and checks their mail back at the post office. So I've also even established a communication network. I have a lot of people that when I take a screenshot or scan my newsletters, and not even just the newsletters, but flyers that are posted up that I feel like the public needs to know, because not everyone goes up to the tribal building all the time. Not everyone goes up to the housing department, the wellness center. They don't go all the time. And so that's why I decided to go ahead and share it on my personal Facebook. And I don't mind using my personal Facebook. I think I have a lot of friends on my Facebook, and I'm connected with a lot of pages, connected to a lot of people on Messenger. But I actually had I had requested to the tribal council just recently to create a Facebook page just for the tribe. And that would just basically be everything that I do on my Facebook page already, just because I share a lot of videos that I share for my family and my friends of me and my daughter singing and dancing, and just my dogs and just personal things. But I like to keep personal and work life separate. And there is a Fort McDermitt website that is in the works right now. But there's some setbacks right now, and so that's why I'm asking the council if I could just make this Facebook page for the Fort McDermitt tribe as like a temporary until this website can be finalized, launched, and shared with everyone. It is going to have to be updated quite frequently, and I believe that I can do that. One of the good, I guess you could say, the good things is I have a job, but I don't go to a job where I'm kind of stuck at a 8 to 5 job, and that enables me to be able to be very free, to be able to go to certain things, like for example, trips, meetings, like committee meetings, things like that. So that's just a great thing to have, because I do see that when people have full-time jobs, sometimes it gets hard. You have to take time off, and I mean, that's just kind of what comes with being a part of tribal council as well. So I do feel for those, you know, who you gotta take time off, you know, things like that. I feel for you guys. So every time we meet, we gotta make it count. And so I just wanted to share this much with you guys. And like I said, I'm very open. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm really glad that I can help people. I've helped a lot of people actually. Sometimes a simple question can be answered. For example, someone had reached out to me and asked me, let's see, what was the question? I think it has something to do with who do I get a hold of if I want to get a tribal enrollment card? And so the simplest thing is to call the tribal building and ask. We do have a receptionist, or you can ask the tribal secretary and they can direct you to the right persons. So just little things like that, you know, it goes a long way. That's why I'm saying and sharing that I believe that I have really good helpful skills, customer service skills, and I believe this can definitely help with any future discussions or um, business relations with any companies that may be involved with the tribe. And even, for example, the Department of the Wildlife and Forestry. I'm probably saying it wrong, but when all of these outside people come, BIA, BLM, it doesn't matter. When they come, I make sure that they feel welcome, even though sometimes I may not exactly be happy with where we're standing right now, but I make sure that they feel welcome and that they should keep coming back, keep having discussions with us, so that way we can maintain a really good like work friendship. Letting that way, if they want to share something, they're comfortable with doing it. If we want to share something, you know, that is just a relationship building that I believe that I can also contribute to the Fort McDermitt Tribal Council as well as the tribe. So in conclusion, I really hope that you guys vote me in again, and happy voting, good luck, and hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.